first opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. In for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
As he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally.
There he goes, right side. He is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tackle. A gain of 15. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Barkley on the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Barkley down to 30 after a gain of 3.
Again, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good one.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They fake the give. Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third and long, it's Newton. Complete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Formation for the Falcons.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Barkley on the handoff.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Ravens 10, Falcons 7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down at the
tackle made by Levi Wallace. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, takes this from the 30 to the 35 on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Wooten. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now moving. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. About 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Newton on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. season ball in this game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at halftime like, all right, 2 already. They get some more. I get some more. It'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there at 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15.
Jackson's
A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. The defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Left side completion to Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Ravens. There's three going down the left side. It's a third race. And this is going to be blocked for a
Touchdown, Baltimore.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Newton airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. This time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get them. Let's get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. This is touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they've run.
Correct. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard
A
line.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Ravens first down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
One that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand. And the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
It's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, guys, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this will be caught. They're taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. In for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Newton to throw.
Situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. Third and a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for For the defense now, it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. He's going to get solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a play. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off the game.
And it's third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. Let's try. Inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
7 on the play. First down, Ravens.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this carries into the end zone. Decision to bring it out. He's not making a good one. Crossing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Yeah, this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, and if we got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Newton. And now here's a interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
He better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out.
Saquon Barkley.
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Over the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Deep ball on 2nd down, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They snap it to Newton. It's incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Barkley. first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He loses the football a second time. He's picked up by the Ravens. He returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Tonight's final score, Ravens 59, Falcons 27.